My name is Julie Carlson. I've been a gynecological teaching associate for 3 years, and I started my work in New York City. I learned that in the midwifery program, we were expected to do pelvic exams on each other, the students.
The program, the way it is now with the skills lab, we're required to submit to repeated physical exams by one another and by faculty as a condition of passing this course.
We were all separated into different rooms, and we had faculty members that we had never met before evaluating us. So literally sitting at a table with a pen and paper, and it felt like taking notes as I was laid out on a table naked from the waist down.
One student said it so eloquently to me, and this student, my heart just went out to her when she said this. She said, "Pelvic exams are traumatic experiences for me anyway, and to have a pelvic exam in front of a teacher was really way more than I could handle." I said, "Why not opt out? Why not just say, I can't do this?" And she said, "I didn't feel like I had permission to say no thank you, or I can't participate in this."
I mean, here we're trying to teach empowerment, and we're trying to teach women how important it is, or students who are going to be doing pelvic exams, how important this is, and not to violate women. And the last thing we want to do is for them to feel like they've been violated.
It was really alarming to not feel like I could ask the questions I needed to ask, or, you know, what if I found something on my classmate that was abnormal? Was I supposed to tell her or not? And how was I supposed to if I didn't know it was abnormal or not? So that was like what I remember taking away the most from that experience, and feeling like this is not appropriate.
Of course, our perspective, and I would say most of the instructors have been educated in the same generation of midwives as I was in the last 20 years, and we all learned on each other. So we were wondering why that was a big deal.
One of the students wrote a letter at the end of the fall quarter to the chancellor, actually, went right to the top, about some very serious concerns.
I also contacted the Office of Sexual Harassment at UCSF. I wanted their support, and they completely supported this whole endeavor, and just started outlining kind of what the issues that I felt were involved.
We discussed what some of the issues were related to privacy and informed consent, and not knowing what somebody's history was in terms of being a survivor of sexual assault.
And so I met with the department chair, then I met with the student directly, and I was very struck by the compelling case that was being laid out. And what was most striking was the fact that things had been tried to be said to faculty, but there was a wall put up where there was a "this is the way it is here," or there was a dismissing about it.
One of the students related stories that she had heard from other classmates about sexual harassment, and apparently a male student had started to stalk one of the female students he had examined. Really not okay stuff. Really, really not okay stuff. And the students' hesitation in coming forward was in fear of retribution. They didn't want to go to their instructors and say that there were problems because they were afraid of the consequences.